Hi everyone, Forever Retro 82 here, so you can see my fat belly and a box in my hand. That's because we're doing an unboxing. This is a 8-bit do cross SNK controller. Now, when I was a child, I was able to play an 8-bit, a Neo Geo CD console for the first time. And they basically made a controller based on that. And not only that, you can play this on a Neo Geo Mini, which I don't own. You can use it on Windows, and you can also use it on Android, because it's wireless. And as you can see here, it uses a 2.4G Bluetooth and USB. So you have plenty of connection options with this here controller. And I got the Iori Yagami version, because, let's be honest, Iori is great, and Kyo's a faggot. So we need to realize that. Anyways, there was 2 stickers on the side on here. I took those off to go ahead and show this to be, because I want to make this authentic as possible. Now, I hate this because it's a slip case, but we'll get it, I think, because, well, we'll do it one way or another, right? Here it comes. There we go. Oh, it's a white box. Now, I don't normally like to make unboxing videos, but right now I'm drunk and I don't really care. But anyways, I want to show you guys. Oh fuck! Excuse me. I want to show you guys this thing because I spent $40 on this, and I think it's worth the price. Even though if you buy it on Amazon, it's cheaper. But the thing is I don't know if you guys have this problem, but I do. And one of the problems is if you use Amazon, at least when I did, the problem is excuse me, is people scam me. And like every time I add my account on Amazon, it well, I get scammed somehow. It's fucked. So I rather use eBay. But I went ahead and bought this from the 8-bit do store, like legit, and it was $39.99. If you buy them off Amazon, it's $34.99. So it's, you know, it's cheap. Anyways, what you get here is, well, right here is it's a USB to USB-C adapter. So that's cool. They give you adapter options. And this right here, I believe, is the universal 8-bit do wireless controller. Now, I own 2 wireless controllers from this company. I got the Pro, and I also got the one that is shaped like an SNES controller. I heard if you can actually use this on a Wii, and if I can do that and play like emulators on it, I would have no use for emulation on my PC other than for streams and whatnot. So, there's that. That's awesome. And then we got ourselves a little cord that we can just plug into my PC, I guess, and charge it. Comes out easily. I'm assuming it's USB-C. Yes, it is. See, this connection is godsend. And the reason why I like USB-C so much is because the other 2 iterations of USB connectivity, actually 3 connectivities, this one seems to be the most reliable. So, I'm glad they did that, because C is great. And now we got the controller itself. So, let's take it out of the bag. Oh, look at that, baby. That is sexy as fuck. You know, like I said, just look at Iori Yagami. I mean, come on. I mean, he looks like a fucking Chad. I mean, I'm pretty sure my Shiranui would smash him. I mean, she's obviously obsessed with Andy Bogart because, you know, for whatever reason. Probably because he has blonde hair, whatever. But look at Iori. Look at him. He's like the Kenshiro of SNK. As you can probably tell, I'm a Iori fan. But, you know, well, you know, he's not a faggot like Kyo Kusanagi. But anyways, so first impressions. This literally looks as good, if not better, as a Neo Geo CD controller. Now, the thing about the Neo Geo CD that we got here in America, unfortunately, is a 1X CD drive. So it was slower than molasses. While in Japan, they actually had an updated model called the Neo Geo CD Z, and that offered a 2-speed CD-ROM drive, and games loaded a lot faster. And what SNK was trying to do with that particular model within both spectrums. Is they were trying to give us Neo Geo fans of the arcade a arcade experience, but at a cheaper price. Unfortunately, here in America, it did not do well, and that's, I can't, you know what? It's not our fault. It's theirs. They should have gave us the 2X model, but no, they gave it to the Japanese, and they released a lot of titles for it, though, both here and there, but they got the faster load speeds, while we got the fucking grandpa snoring slow as balls dog shit worth of fucking load speeds, because SNK was just stupid at that time frame. But anyways, we got this controller, and this literally feels like the controller. I remember playing with one of these because I had a friend named Michael who had both the Neo Geo CD and the actual Gold Edition, which had the joystick and the 4 buttons. And he also had one of these puppies because his dad, even though he worked at IBM, was complaining that the games cost too goddamn much on the Neo Geo, and he liked the platform. So he went ahead and bought the CD. And the CD, of course, had the games were cheaper because they were on CD. They weren't made on solid state hardware. I mean, CDs were, well, CDs, while the carts were like these big bulky motherfuckers with 2 PCBs that you had to put in the cartridge slot, and it was just a pain in the ass. $250 per game or more, and today it's even worse because of scalpers, so that's unfortunate. So anyways, I'm going to pick up this controller and mess with it for a little bit just to have a feel, and it feels absolutely, oh, that feels so good. This, dude, this is just like it. But, you know, this right here is the crown achievement. Let's see how it sounds. I'm going to put it up to the mic, and let's see if it's micro switched. I'm pretty sure it is because it feels like it. Alright, listen closely. This is orgasmic as fuck. Yeah, that is micro switched. That's going to feel so good with playing fighting games and other, like, SNK originals. Because I have 3 games I'm going to show off on here on GOG, and I'm going to use this controller on Neo Geo games. But I would like to try other games with this, like an emulation, like Genesis or like Street Fighter on Genesis. Because this, oh my god. See, the thing is I played a Neo Geo Pocket back in 2001 after the system died. And the reason why I did is because I had a friend named Dan. I had 2 friends named Dan. I had Dan H and Dan S. Dan H was a big SNK fanboy. I mean, he thought SNK could do no wrong, and I can't blame him for feeling that way, because they are a high prolific company. But, you know, they're not that great when you consider the fact that, well, in early 2000, 2001, around that time frame, they went bankrupt before they became SNK Playmore. And then we had to deal with Eolith with King of Fighters 2000, 2001, and 2002. And Metal Slug 4, which was a clusterfuck. But then again, you gotta think, this was a Korean company. But the thing was, is they just wanted a license for it, and they did that. But then in 2000, I want to say 3, SNK Playmore came back, and one of their first games that they brought back was a fan favorite, and some of you love it, some of you may hate it, and that would be SVC Chaos. That was SNK versus Capcom Chaos. I prefer the Match Millennium on the Neo Geo Pocket, but that's just my opinion. So, what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to go ahead and play this on some SNK games on GOG. Just a little bit, just to see how it feels. You know, I'm not going to bore you with, you know, hours of gameplay. And it'll give me a chance just to test it and see how it plays. And I will probably play like dog shit because I haven't had time to game, because you guys have seen what I've been dealing with in my personal life. But I want to go ahead and make this video so you guys can see exactly what this controller entails. and see if it's worth the $40. I mean, obviously, the way it feels, and this is worth the $40. What I love about 8BitDo is they make high-quality controllers at an affordable price, and I really wish other companies would follow suit. But they won't, obviously, because greed is a problem. Anyways, my drunken ass is going to go ahead and stop this, and we'll go to the gameplay footage. So, sit back, relax, and watch the gameplay footage. Oh, and I forgot to mention there was the thing. I guess it slipped out at some point. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I mean, these things are useless as fuck. I mean, all you gotta do, literally, is just plug it. You just got... I mean, if you... Dude, come on. Some of you guys have consoles, right? You just plug the shit into the shit and then it works. I mean, that's all there is to it. Anyways, I'm going to show some gameplay footage using this thing. And so, we'll see how good I do. I probably won't do too well because, like I said, I'm hammered and I don't really... Yeah. And, well, whatever. Anyways, this is basically, it's just a review. It's worth it, I think. So... let's play. Let's see how this fucker works. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so as promised, we're gonna test some Neo Geo games with this controller. I want to go ahead and show off the controller just one more time, so you guys have a good look at it. I got the Iori Yagami edition once again, because Kyo Kusanagi is a faggot, and Iori is man status. So what we're gonna be playing is Goro, Mark of the Wolves. Just a couple matches. We're not gonna do this very long. Let's just play the story. We're gonna play the badass himself. Now, I need to pause this. Okay, I don't have a problem with Kushinu Butt. He's a great character because he was trained under Ryo Sakazaki. My problem is the name. In Japan, he's known as Marco Rodriguez. Why the absolute fuck is he named as Kushinu Butt? It had to have been a joke. Absolutely fucking atrocious. Because he's a damn good character. But anyways, with my personal grief, it doesn't matter. I'll just pick him. And fight against Rock Howard. So we're going to play 2 matches here. And use this controller so you guys can see me film how this controller works. I'm going to try to hold it properly so you guys can see how it works. It feels great though. I want to say that the whole disc and the clickiness, sexy stuff. It feels good too. I mean, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I can own man status in terms of GOG and Guru Mark of the Wolves. I can fight against Grant. Of course, then again, when you start off Guru Mark of the Wolves, it's easy. And yes, I know this sequel that's coming out, Guru City of Wolves, which was a canceled sequel to this. I know of it. Holy fuck, this feels good though. This feels good on my thumb. I feel like I can do all the moves and then some because, well, I'm not surprised given the Neo Geo CD was fantastic in control. I mean, look, I just fucking stomped Rock Howard. I didn't even have to try much. I know this guy's Marco Rodriguez. Oh, great, we gotta fight Kim Kaplan's fucking son. One of them. He has 2 of them. We have Kim Jae-hoon. Fuck him. He's a dickhead and a half. But yeah, if we can just do fireballs, look at this shit. Easy as fuck. It feels so good, too. I don't know any of his S moves, unfortunately. I know some of his P moves. So I'm probably not the best. But yeah, I could sit here and throw Coolkins all day. All day. It's easy. Just look at that. Dude, special moves on this are so fucking easy. It's like just glorious. But yeah, we have select and start. We have these two buttons. One for capture, one for whatever the fuck. It's just like your 8-bit controllers. I mean, for instance, like, look at my Ultimate here. It's the same thing. You have these two buttons. And then you have, of course... I use them for start. Like, there's the plus and minus. I use those for start. This is my Ultimate controller, by the way. And if you look at the SNK one, you have start and select, and then, of course, you have the star and what I like to say, the menu. They capture the essence of King of Fighters 97. I mean, like we said, we have Iori with blood on his fingers. To me, that's metal as fuck. Anyways, let's finish this match. So am I happy with my purchase? You better goddamn believe it. This is awesome. It feels good on my hands. I can play fighting games with this shit, and it will feel amazing. No matter what SNK game I throw in my hands or on my machine. I wish I would know Kushinu's but super moves. But yeah, if you don't have Guru Mark of the Wolves on GOG, you need to get that. But we're going to play 2 more games just for a little bit to test this controller out. So this is just one out of many. Let's see how Polestar runs on this. Pulsar has some really impressive intro CGI graphics. Okay, it seems to read everything properly, so let's go ahead and launch it. Now, for all those who want to say, oh, that doesn't sound right, listen. When third parties release games on the Neo Geo, that's common. Ashen's got that wrong, and I know there's a couple YouTubers that got that wrong too. When companies like ICOM or ADK and others make games for the Neo Geo, they purposely make the startup song different because that's how you tell the difference between third party and first party. So yeah, a lot of people get that wrong. But anyways, we're gonna play a little bit of Polestar, and we can see how this controller works with that. Well, so far, everything is responding as the way it should, so that's cool. Let's pick stage 1, play a little bit. But yeah, here's some CG intro of a cart-based system, of all things. Pretty impressive for its time, if I have to say so myself. Oh, that feels good on my thumbs. Hell yeah, this feels great. Play a little bit. Stage 1 on Polestar. This game is brutally hard, but it's awesome. You owe it to yourself if you like shooters to play this fucking game. It's fantastic. It's hard as nails though, but it's really good. It's like R-Type, but much harder, I would say. So I don't even know what the fuck that hit me. I know a bullet hit me, but I just didn't see it, so yeah. But it's much more forgiving than R-Type, so yeah, I mean, I can't say this is better than R-Type though, because I'm a big fan of that series. But in some ways it does have much more of a, you know, play field than R-Type. First of all, it's much more fair, and secondly, you know, it's got some really good CG graphics. I mean, obviously I'm a big R-Type fan. I mean, I could say that until I'm blue in the face, but that's besides the point. This control's great. I mean, I'm using the controller right now so you can see how I'm controlling it. Like, everything responds. It is absolutely fantastic. Now, Pulsar is hard for me, as you can probably tell. But yeah, this feels great. I mean, with the whole thumbstick and everything, this reminds me of when I actually played the Neo Geo CD at a friend's house. It feels like seriously, it's perfect. 8-Bit Dude nailed this shit hardcore, and I love that about them. I know they made a Saturn controller recently. I'm probably gonna buy that too. Why? Because I like different controllers for different gameplay types. But this will do great with my Neo Geo games for sure. I mean, it plays great. It feels good. It really feels good in the hands. It's nice and curved, and it will do what you need it to do easily. Now, this ain't a bootleg fucking R-type shit right here. I don't know what else. I mean, just look at this shit. This is R-type. I'm pretty sure you guys get the point. But just for shits and giggles, we'll do one more game with this controller. And just to see how it controls. But yeah, it controls... So far, it controls great. There's no complaints. But we gotta do at least one more game. One more arcade favorite of mine. And we can see how it plays with this controller. And then we can wrap this up. Okay, so say you want to play Baseball Stars 2. Baseball Stars 2 is great in the arcade. So let's see how the controller works on there. Oh, it responds. That's even better. Because I used to have to use anti-micro to use some of these GOG Neo Geo releases to make the controllers work. But apparently this works just perfectly fine. Let's pick dragons, because I like dragons. Who am I fighting against? Samurais. Oh. Formidable foes. Alright, fantastic. So let's see how this controls. Oh, this controls so good. This is great arcade baseball game right here. Love this shit. I suck at it, but it's fun as shit. You'll have a good time. It's so arcadey. It will drive you nuts. Yeah! Knock that shit out of the park. A mother piece of fucking dog shit. Just gotta pay attention. Make sure it hits over the pit. You want it over the plate. And then smack that bitch. Of course, computer's gonna get it every time, just like Ken Griffey Jr. It's just like that. But it controls absolutely fine. Come on, get over there! Son of a fucking bitch! Alright, I guess we're gonna be playing outfield now. Now it's my turn to pitch. Basically, you press the A button to pitch. In this. Come on, throw! Aha! Eat my shit, you fucking bastard. Are you gonna swing or are you gonna stand there like a jackass and not do shit? Yeah, fool! That's what I used to call batters that would throw a foul. I call them a fool. Why? Because it was funny to me as a kid. Alright? Aha! Yeah, boy! Man, this is so fun playing with this controller, I'm telling you. This feels just like the Neo Geo CD days. It feels absolutely flawless. I love it. I better throw... Alright, well fine. I'll just give him a fair pitch. Obviously, I got... He didn't even swing! What a dickhead! You better do it this time. There he goes! Oh, of course he did. Fuck you! Yeah! Suck my dick! Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do anything batting. Ooh, he threw that motherfucker as fast as a Lamborghini. Now, what the hell was that about? Yeah, I would snap the fucking bat over my knee, too. That's a bunch of bullshit. Or bullshit, if we were Russian, obviously. What the fuck? Why am I not... There we go! You dirty cunt. I hate you and your mother. She's a cunt. She's a hoe bag and she can ride this dick. Fuck! Jesus fuck. No, fuck this. I want to get them out before I end this video. Haha! Dude, this feels... Dude, seriously, though? The circular fucking control works as well, if not as better, as the Neo Geo CD. The original. You son of a bitch. Seriously, it doesn't feel delayed. It feels very good in the fingers. And it's micro switch. It's awesome. If you need to play Neo Geo games as God intended, then you really need to get this controller. This is great. I'm having flashbacks of when I originally played this with a Neo Geo CD controller. It feels just as good. It's very responsive. There's no delay, and there's a bunch of clickiness to it. And it feels really good. I'm not even kidding. If you guys have played a Neo Geo CD like I have originally, you will not notice a difference. It's fantastic. Other than the CPU being a dickhead. Can I get to its... I got to the first base safe. You know, that's great. Son of a bitch. I wish I had League Bowling, because that game was really fun. But I didn't see it on GOG. Son of a bitch. Oh, you suck. I'm telling you, it's cheap. Okay, that was my fault. Anyways, I think you guys get the picture. It works really great. I mean, seriously, this is probably definitely the best controller to play for fighting games and Neo Geo titles alike. I have quite a few on GOG, and I also have some on Final Burn Alpha and also MAME. And they would probably work absolutely great with this. This D-pad is just absolutely... I mean, just, once again, last time. Because I know I'm praising it enough. But listen. Micro switch. And the buttons. Doesn't that just sound good? That sounds exactly what a controller should sound like. And for $40, I really think it's worth the price. Because... I played one of these when I was a kid. Or not, well... Yeah, that's about right. I mean, it was like... I was a teenager when Neo Geo CD came out. And, you know, I was able to play... particularly the Neo Geo CD. And this feels absolutely like it should. It's absolutely fantastic. So, do I recommend gamers or enthusiasts of SNK and the Neo Geo CD to purchase this controller? I would say yes. It's well worth the $40. I mean, $40. I mean, think about it. Most controllers today cost $60 to $80 to possibly $100, and this is like less the price than you're asking for. And on top of that, you get some kind of decal of your favorite character. There's Mai Shiranui. There's Yori Igami, which is the one I got. There's Kyo Kusanagi. I don't remember what the other one is, and nor do I care. I mean, come on. I mean, just look at him. Yori Igami is the shit. I wish they had Andy Bogart, because y'all know how much of an Andy Bogart fan I am. But unfortunately, they didn't have one. They had Mai Shiranui, but unfortunately, her 97 pose is not as sexy as the other games in this series. Which is okay, though. It's fine. But I'm happy with Yori Igami, because Yori is one of my favorite characters in the KOF games, so that's fine. I'm happy with that. Anyways, yeah, if you are in a market if you're in a market for a new controller and you love Neo Geo or an SNK, or if you enjoy the SNK brand as much as I do, you really can't go wrong with this. You really can't. And, you know, you can play it wired. you know, which I have right now. You can see the wire in there, or you can play wireless. So, I mean, what do you have to lose, really? And $40 is like nothing if you can afford it, of course. I can understand that, you know, since we live in hair sniffies fucking economy, you know, I could see that being a problem. But if you don't have that problem, then you should get yourself one of these controllers. Anyways, so this is my small review. I know it was all over the place because I'm drunk. I'm sorry about that, but I hope this review has swayed you to maybe want to get one of these. I suggest it, and they work really well on the GOG releases of Neo Geo games, because I own quite a few. I don't know if they work on the Steam ones. I was going to try to play King of Fighters 2002 Ultimate Match to see if it worked there. It probably will. I'll probably have to run that on Steam. But for the games that ran on GOG, it ran absolutely fine. I didn't have to fuck with the controller. It just worked as intended, and that makes me happy. So, that being said, I am Forever Retro82. I am signing off. You guys keep loving, keep gaming, keep it retro, and we'll see you soon. And until then, take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.